Many people spend years trying to learn English. They memorize grammar rules, study vocabulary lists, and complete exercises. But when the time comes to speak, they feel stuck. Why does this happen? The truth is, learning and speaking are not the same thing. You can know hundreds of words, but still struggle to form a simple sentence in a real conversation. This is because learning English from books and courses is different from using it in real life. The knowledge stays in your head, but it doesn't always translate into real communication. If you want to speak English, you have to change your approach. Instead of just learning, you need to start speaking. This book will help you do that by shifting your mindset from passive learning to active practice. You will discover practical ways to practice speaking every day, even if you don't live in an English-speaking country. You will learn how to overcome fear, build confidence, and improve your fluency step by step. You will also understand how to develop better listening skills and use them to enhance your speaking ability. Most importantly, this book will show you how to enjoy the process of learning English through speaking. Language should be fun, not stressful. The more you speak, the more natural it will become. It's time to stop learning and start speaking. Let's begin. Why speaking is different from learning? Many people believe that if they study enough, they will be able to speak fluently. But speaking is a skill, not just knowledge. It's like riding a bike or swimming. You can read about it, watch videos, and learn the theory, but if you never practice, you won't be able to do it well. Just like with physical activities, your muscles and brain need training to react automatically. Here's why speaking is different. It's fast-paced. When you read or listen, you have time to think. But in a conversation, you must respond quickly. This requires a different type of practice. You need to train yourself to think in English and form sentences without overanalyzing grammar rules. It's emotional. Many people feel nervous when speaking a new language. Fear of mistakes can stop them from trying. This fear creates a mental block, making it harder to recall words and express thoughts clearly. It's unpredictable. In real conversations, you don't know what the other person will say. This makes speaking more challenging than learning from a textbook. A textbook provides structured examples, while a conversation requires adaptability and quick thinking. It requires active engagement. Learning through reading and writing is mostly passive. Speaking forces you to actively use the language, which strengthens your ability to recall words and phrases more efficiently. To become a confident speaker, you need to train your brain to react naturally in English. That's why passive learning isn't enough. You have to practice active speaking. The best way to do this is by immersing yourself in spoken English as much as possible through conversations, listening exercises, and real-world interactions. The power of practice and overcoming fear. Practice is the key to fluency. The more you speak, the better you become. But many people avoid speaking because they are afraid of making mistakes. They worry about pronunciation, grammar, or not knowing enough words. this fear can hold them back for years. Here's the secret. Mistakes are part of the process. Every fluent speaker made mistakes when they started. The only way to improve is to keep going, even when it feels uncomfortable. The more you speak, the more you will realize that mistakes don't matter as much as you think. How to overcome fear? Change your mindset. Instead of worrying about mistakes, see them as progress. Every mistake is a lesson that helps you get better. Fluency is built through continuous trial and error. Start small. You don't have to speak with native speakers right away. Begin by talking to yourself or repeating sentences out loud. Practice forming simple sentences and gradually move to more complex ideas. Use simple words. You don't need a big vocabulary to communicate. Start with the words you know and gradually add more. Native speakers often use basic vocabulary in daily conversations, so focus on practical words and expressions. Find a safe space to practice. Join a language group, find a tutor, or talk to a friend who is also learning. The more comfortable you feel, the easier it will be to speak. There are many online communities where learners practice together, creating a non-judgmental environment. Practice every day. Even 5 minutes of speaking daily can make a big difference. The more you practice, the less fear you will have. Set small, achievable goals, like describing your day in English or ordering food in English when possible. Listen more. Listening to native speakers helps you understand pronunciation, intonation, and natural expressions. The more you listen, the easier it becomes to imitate and reproduce natural speech patterns. Use technology to your advantage. There are many apps and tools that allow you to practice speaking, such as language exchange platforms, speech recognition apps, and AI chatbots that simulate conversations. Fluency comes from doing, not just learning. The more you use English in real situations, the faster you will improve. Don't let fear stop you. Speak every day, push through the discomfort, and soon speaking English will feel natural. Speaking to yourself and shadowing. One of the best ways to improve your speaking skills is to practice alone. Many people think they need a partner to practice speaking, but this is not true. You can train yourself by speaking out loud, even when no one is listening. This helps you get comfortable with forming sentences and improves your pronunciation. Why speak to yourself? 1. No pressure. When you speak alone, there is no fear of judgment. You can make mistakes freely and learn without stress. 2. Builds confidence. The more you hear yourself speak in English, the more comfortable you become. 3. Improves pronunciation. By saying words out loud, you train your mouth and tongue to move correctly. 4. Helps you think in English. Speaking to yourself helps you develop the habit of thinking in English instead of translating from your native language. How to practice. Speaking alone. Describe your day. Talk about what you are doing. For example, say, I wake up at 7. I have my breakfast. Ask ask and answer questions. Pretend you are having a conversation. Ask yourself questions and answer them. For example, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. Use a mirror. Look at yourself while speaking. This builds confidence and helps you focus on pronunciation. Record your voice. Listen to your recordings to identify areas for improvement. Shadowing, copying native speakers. Shadowing is a powerful technique to improve fluency. It involves listening to native speakers and repeating what they say immediately. How to shadow effectively. 1. Choose a short audio clip. Start with a simple conversation or dialogue. 2. Listen first. Understand the meaning and pronunciation. 3. Repeat immediately. Try to copy the speed and intonation of the speaker. Practice daily. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day can make a big difference. Speaking to yourself and using shadowing exercises will help you become more comfortable and natural when speaking English. The more you practice, the easier it will be to speak with others. Practicing with others, language partners and groups. Once you feel comfortable speaking alone, the next step is to practice with real people. Conversations with others help you improve fluency and confidence. Finding language partners. A language partner is someone who helps you practice English while you help them with your native language. Where to find language partners? Online platforms, websites like Tandem, HelloTalk, and Speaky connect you with native English speakers. Social media groups, Facebook and Reddit have many language exchange groups. Local meetups. If you live in a big city, look for language exchange events or English conversation clubs. Speaking in groups. Joining a group helps you practice in a friendly and supportive environment. Language groups allow you to listen to different accents and expressions. Tips for group practice. 1. Start small. If you're nervous, begin by listening more and speaking a little. 2. Be patient. You may not understand everything at first, and that's okay. 3. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask others to repeat or explain words. 4. Stay consistent. Try to join a group at least once a week. Using online tools for conversations. If you don't have access to in-person groups, try video calls. Use Zoom, Skype, or WhatsApp to practice with friends. AI chatbots, apps like ChatGPT and Google Assistant can help you practice conversation skills. English language forums. Websites like Duolingo and Italki have discussion boards where you can write and practice with others. Speaking with others can feel scary at first, but the more you do it, the easier it gets. The key is to practice regularly and enjoy the process. Building confidence in real-life situations. Practicing alone and with partners is great, but real confidence comes from using English in everyday life. The goal is to speak naturally in different situations. Everyday situations to practice speaking. 1. Ordering food. Next time you visit an English-speaking restaurant, try ordering in English. 2. Shopping. Ask for prices and information about products in English. 3. Public transport. Practice asking for directions and buying tickets. 4. Talking to strangers. If you meet an English speaker, say hello and try a simple conversation. Overcoming nervousness. It's normal to feel nervous when speaking a new language. Here's how to stay confident. Prepare common phrases. Learn simple sentences for different situations. Slow down. Speaking slowly helps you think and reduces mistakes. Smile and use gestures. Body language can help when you don't know a word. Accept mistakes. Native speakers appreciate the effort. They won't judge you for small mistakes. Keep trying. Every time you speak, you get better. The more you try, the more confident you become. Real-life challenges and how to handle them. What if I forget a word? Use another word or describe it. Example, if you forget chair, say, you sit on it. What if I don't understand? Ask them to repeat. Can you repeat, please? What if I make a mistake? Don't worry. Native speakers make mistakes too. Just keep going. The best way to build confidence is through real-life practice. The more you use English in daily situations, the more natural it will feel. Step by step, speaking English will become part of your life. Listening. The secret to better speaking. Many people focus only on speaking when learning a language, but listening is just as important. When you listen well, you understand more, absorb sentence structures, pick up new words effortlessly, recognize speech patterns, and improve pronunciation accuracy and overall understanding. Why listening helps you speak better? 1. You learn natural pronunciation. Listening to native speakers helps you hear how words are really pronounced. 2. You understand sentence structure. When you hear real conversations, you notice how sentences are formed. 3. You improve your response time. The more you listen, the faster you understand and reply. 4. You learn common expressions. Native speakers use many phrases that you won't find in textbooks. How to practice listening every day. 1. Listen to English audio. Find things you enjoy listening to, such as podcasts, Try the English We Speak, or ESL Pod. Audiobooks. Start with children's books because they use simple language. YouTube channels. Watch videos about daily life in English. 2. Watch English movies and TV shows. Start with subtitles in your native language. Then switch to English subtitles. Finally, try watching without subtitles. 3. Listen to English music. Find English songs you like. Read the lyrics and sing along. Try to understand the meaning of the words. 4. Shadowing technique. Listen to a short sentence. Repeat it immediately, copying the speaker's pronunciation. Try this with news reports, dialogues, or podcasts. Tips to improve listening skills. 1. Start with slow audio. Use beginner-friendly content. 2. Listen every day. Even 10 minutes a day helps. 3. Repeat difficult sections. Listen to the same part multiple times. 4. Take notes. Write down new words and look them up later. 5. Don't worry about understanding everything. Focus on the general meaning, not every single word. The more you listen, the easier it becomes to speak naturally. Listening helps you absorb English like a child learning their first language. Expanding vocabulary for effective communication. If you want to speak well, you need the right words. Learning vocabulary helps you express yourself clearly and understand others better. How many words do you need? 500 words. You can have basic conversations. 1,000 words. You can talk about many topics. 2,000 plus words. You can speak more fluently. The best ways to learn new words. 1. Use flashcards. Apps like Anki or Quizlet help you memorize words. Make your own flashcards with pictures instead of translations. 2. Learn words in context. Instead of memorizing lists, learn words from sentences. Example: instead of just learning eat, learn I eat an apple. 3. Read in English. Start with children's books or simple articles. Highlight new words and look them up. Try reading the news on websites like BBC Learning English or The Guardian. 4. Write a daily journal in English. Write about your day using simple sentences. Example: today I ate bread and drank coffee. 5. Group words by theme. Learning words related to the same topic makes it easier to remember them. Food, bread, cheese, meat, travel, plane, hotel, passport, shopping, store, price, money. 6. Speak new words out loud. Saying words out loud helps you remember them better. Try reading a list of words and pronouncing them. Using new words in a sentence. Teaching the word to a friend. Avoid these common vocabulary mistakes. 1. Trying to learn too many words at once. Focus on the most useful words first. 2. Not practicing old words. Review words regularly so you don't forget them. 3. Relying only on translations. Use pictures, examples, and real-life usage instead. Challenge: learn 10 new words a day. Pick 10 new words each day. Write them in a notebook. Use them in sentences. Say them out loud. The more words you know, the easier it is to express yourself. Keep practicing and soon you'll be able to talk about anything in English. Consistency, goals, and staying motivated. Learning English is like building a house. If you stop halfway, the house will never be complete. The key to success is consistency. Even small efforts every day can lead to big improvements over time. Many people think they need to spend hours studying, but just 15 to 30 minutes daily can make a huge difference over a few months. Why consistency matters. 1. Prevents forgetting. If you practice regularly, you remember words and grammar better. Studies show that spaced repetition helps long-term retention. 2. Builds confidence. The more you use English, the more natural it feels. Small daily successes build motivation. 3. Creates a habit. When learning becomes a daily routine, it feels easier. Once you make it a habit, you won't need willpower to continue. 4. Leads to faster progress. Learning a little every day is better than studying a lot once a week. Regular practice allows your brain to absorb the language naturally. How to stay consistent. 1. Make a schedule. Decide when you will practice English each day. It could be during breakfast, before bed, or even while commuting. Example: 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes before bed. If possible, try a longer session once a week. 2. Set small goals. Instead of saying, "I want to be fluent," try, "I will learn 5 new words today." "I will speak in English for 2 minutes today." "I will listen to 1 English podcast episode." 3. Track your progress. Use a notebook, an app, or even a calendar to mark your learning streaks. Celebrate small achievements like finishing a book or having your first full conversation in English. Reflect on what you've learned each week and note any improvements. 4. Use a reward system. After a week of learning, reward yourself with something you enjoy. Example: watch an English movie, buy a treat, or take a break. Plan a future reward, like a trip to an English-speaking country, to keep you motivated. 5. Find an accountability partner. Learn with a friend or join a study group. Check in with each other and share progress. Join online communities or find a language coach to stay accountable. Fun exercises to stay motivated. 1. Language bingo. Create a bingo card with activities like listen to an English song, write 3 sentences in English, watch an English YouTube video, read a short article in English. Try to complete all the squares in a week. Second daily challenges. Day 1. Learn 10 new words and use them in a sentence. Day 2. Listen to a short English podcast and write down key phrases. Day 3. Speak about your day in English for 3 minutes. Day 4. Read an article or short story in English. Day 5. Watch an English movie or TV episode and note down new words. English word of the day. Choose a new word each day and challenge yourself to use it in conversations or writing. Never give up. Some days learning English will feel easy. Other days it might feel hard. The important thing is to keep going. Even if you make mistakes, you are still learning. Remember, fluency is built over time, and every small effort counts. Celebrate progress and keep going. Congratulations! You have learned so much about speaking English. Now, it's time to celebrate your progress and keep moving forward. You might not be fluent yet, but think about how much you've improved since you started. Look at how far you have come. Think about where you started and what you can do now. Can you introduce yourself in English? Can you understand simple conversations? Can you read short English texts? Can you express your thoughts in basic sentences? Even if you are not perfect, you have made progress. And that's something to be proud of. Learning a language is a journey, and every step forward is a success. What to do next? 1. Keep speaking. Don't stop. The more you use English, the better you get. Even if you make mistakes, just keep talking. 2. Challenge yourself. Try new things, like writing a short story in English or watching a full movie without subtitles. 3. Make English a part of your life. Change your phone language, follow English social media pages, or cook with English recipes. Immerse yourself in the language daily. 4. Find a learning community. Join online forums, take an online class, or visit an English-speaking country. If travel isn't possible, connect with native speakers through language exchange platforms. 5. Keep learning new words. Expand your vocabulary by reading books, listening to new content, and noting down interesting expressions. 6. Record yourself speaking. Listening to your own voice can help you improve pronunciation and track your progress. Final exercise. Write a letter to yourself. Write a short letter in English about your journey so far. Example: Dear Past Me, I started learning English a few months ago. Now, I can speak a little and understand more. I am proud of myself. Read your letter aloud and save it. In a few months, read it again and see how much you have improved. Keep going. Remember, learning a language is a journey, not a race. Keep practicing, stay curious, and enjoy the process. Learning English opens the door to new opportunities, cultures, and friendships. One day, you'll look back and realize you can speak English without thinking, and that will be an amazing moment. Well done. Keep practicing, and soon you'll be speaking English with confidence.